Okay, we got a possible solution to the floppy side damper mounts on a VZ. When you mount the side dampers back here on this wing part where they're supposed to be, they're really, really flexible. This chassis design itself is super flexible, and it seems like fluorescent yellow plastic, or really any of the fluorescent colors, always seem to be even more flexible. So on top of that, it's very, very flexible. But all right, here we'll show you what I did. This is an MA side damper piece, and this, to mount this, you have to space it out with a 3mm spacer. See right here, for it to clear this. There's like a little tab back here that if that wasn't there, you can mount this flush, but you typically want your mass damper plates to be as low as possible. And this is just a proof of concept right here, so I haven't countersunk anything. I don't want to mess up this carbon piece by countersinking it, and I'm not sure this is going to work. So I have round, regular screws in it now. So that's doing it with an MA piece, and like I said, you have to use a 3, and when you do, you're only gonna get. Let me grab my checkerboard here. You do that, you're only gonna get. You don't get much clearance. Like I said, that's. Whoop. You would have to countersink those screws to be legal. You get about 1.5. Whoops, I'm trying to look in the camera and do this at the same time. So you only get about 1.5 millimeters of clearance. You would have to countersink. On the other side is an AR piece, and this still very similar. You can either use both these holes, but you can't get the back hole to line up, or you can use one of the front holes and one of the back holes and mount it with 2. So you really can't brace this with 3 screws like I wanted to. But yeah, the advantage of this would be you can mount it flat on the chassis without any spacers. So if you're running like 24, like the little super hard smalls, 24mm, you wouldn't be able to do this. It'd be too low, or maybe not. I don't know. You might have some wiggle room, but if you wanted to mount your damper piece up higher, you can use the ARs. You don't have to use spacers. I would get it as low as possible, to the millimeter or millimeter and a half, so it's legal. How effective this would be, I don't know. It may limit some of the effectiveness of the, dampening, but we'll see. I'll have to check this out next time I'm at the track and see if it works. Other disadvantage of this is you can't use the stock VQS body without cutting these side pieces off, which this is a really cool body that my friend painted for me, and I stickered up, and I don't want to mess it up. So I found this. This is a Owl Racer body. I forget what this, what it was before it was one of the animal cars, but this was an owl, the one that comes with the owl. I think it was a Super. Yeah, I'm 99.9% sure it's a Super 2 that it came with. But this fits. I've been running this in practice just to save wear and tear on my polycarbonate body, and it fits great and it works great. I left all the I left the spring part off and the spoiler off just to save weight. But these, the reason I like these Animal Racer shells so much is they have big holes in them for the, you know, the little animal characters to stick up through. And they're not very big, so they're pretty light. Not as light as polycarbonate. So this would be legal, you know, if you're running like the B-Max class where they don't allow polycarbonate. You know, even if it's rigidly mounted, they don't allow any polycarbonate. This would be a perfect solution for that if that's the kind of rules you're running. This is a great body and it clears, and so yeah, I think this is a good kind of, you know, tune class or side damper class or B-Max or whatever your track rules run solution to the floppy VZ side damper situation. So thanks for watching.